First question, what has been the most highlighting moment so far this season in La Liga?
Yeah, I think, well, first of all, I want to say that I'm very happy to be here talking about what La Liga is doing in Indonesia and to highlight the most exciting moment of La Liga this season. I would say is this moment, right? Now we are at the end of the season, the competition, and it's totally on fire. No, we still don't know who's gonna claim the title of La Liga for this 24-25 season. No, it can still be Barcelona or Real Madrid. No, we have this upcoming El Clásico this weekend, so it's gonna be totally on fire. But also, no, the clubs that are fighting on the standings for the European positions. No. We have Betis, we have Villarreal, even Real Sociedad still no have some chances there. Atlético de Madrid, of course. And if we look at the bottom of the table as well, right? Of course, there's one club that it's already relegated, Valladolid, but still, no, there are five other clubs that still have chances. Some more than others, but they will be fighting for staying in La Liga esports for the next season. So I would say this is the right moment to be tuning into La Liga because anything can happen, no, and that's really interesting for all the football fans.
So how does La Liga view the potential and enthusiasm of football fans in Indonesia?
Well, especially in Indonesia, no, it's a country with an extraordinary passion for football, no, and La Liga is fully committed to being closer to our Indonesian fans. No, we have a strong international strategy worldwide, but especially in Indonesia, no, we have a long-term commitment here. I'm based here in Jakarta, and we bring the emotion of La Liga to our fans. No, we organize different fan activations and events or public viewings, no bars, no. A good moment for fans to gather and live the passion of La Liga. And another example of no the dedication that we want to show and 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 proof that we have for Indonesia. No, it's all the relations that we have with the local stakeholders, and not only the events for the fans, but the relationship we have with media, also our digital strategy. No, we've recently have the La Liga Adventure program, no, where we send different content creators to Spain. So the La Liga Extra Time event that we did together, no, with other stakeholders, like with participants like Perceive, our broadcasters from BDO and MNC, Vision Plus as well, Microsoft. So yeah, we're very happy to be in Indonesia and to expand La Liga to all of our fans here.
What does La Liga Indonesia do to attach engagement and education of football in Indonesia?
Well, we believe in the long-term engagement, no, in a long-term strategy, and of course, one of the pillars will be through grassroots football. No, I think one of the projects that we're very happy to have here in Indonesia is La Liga Youth Tournament. It's one of our flagship projects. Where we offer young players in Indonesia the chance to compete, no, and grow in a fun tournament. And also beyond competition, no, the education through exchange programs. No, we've seen some young talents from Indonesia going for stage and short-term stays with our clubs in Spain. Last season, we had two young football players having a stage with Real Sociedad and training there in Spain for a week. Soon we will have two other Indonesian players going to have a straight and training in Girona FC in the north of Spain in Catalonia. Or recently, no, the youth tournament that was held in Espanyol in Barcelona by RCD Espanyol, where there was an Indonesian team represented there, Blispi, that I had the chance to meet them there in Barcelona, and it was they were very excited and they really enjoyed the opportunity, no, to compete against teams from other places, not only Spain but other parts of the world as well.
Okay, about the La Liga Youth Tournament, the La Liga Youth Tournament Indonesia will be held again this year. What are your expectations of hopes for the tournament?
So this is a special, as I've said, no, a special project. It's a regional project that was born in Malaysia, and that then we expanded to other countries like Thailand, Indonesia, of course, or the Philippines, and that we aim to keep growing along the region. But especially in Indonesia, it was a success. Last year we held it in Yogyakarta. Um, we have more than 800 players, roughly 50 teams. So we're excited to hold it again in 2025. And our hope is to reach even more teams and players that can experience this type of tournament with La Liga. And it's a platform, we believe it's also a platform for young players to show their talent as well and to leave the competition with other teams from the country here. And no, as I've said, no, the MVP from last year's La Liga Youth Tournament is going to have this stage with Girona to experience training there for a week. So it's also a very good experience for the players to enjoy La Liga and leave the emotion a little bit closer here in Indonesia.
Miss Almudena, we know many top players such Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Robert Lewandowski play in La Liga. Even Trent Alexander-Arnold has been rumored to join Real Madrid. So does that indicate that La Liga deserves to be called the best football competition in the world like now?
Of course, if you ask me, I'm gonna say that, of course, La Liga is the best football competition in the world. It's not only that I say so, but the fact now that we rely on the numbers, no? If you look at the numbers of our clubs and at the European competition, no? If you look at the past 10, 15 years, no? The Ballon d'Ors, the Champions League winners, the Europa League winners, no? Mostly it's been dominated by La Liga players, no? So we can say with numbers that we're the best football competition in the world. But aside from that, of course, no, if a player like Alexander Arnold would end up in La Liga, it would be great for us. Of course, it would be a privilege. He's a great player. But beyond that, no, and beyond also Real Madrid and FC Barcelona, the league is full of quality and great stars, no, and football stars, no. We can highlight, for example, this season Isco at Real Betis had an incredible year. Even Asian players, no, like Take Cubeo or
Kubo.
Asano, no, have delivered top performances as well. So, or Julian Alvarez in Atletico de Madrid, no, who's been a great addition, no. And
Anthony maybe.
yes, of course,
And
also. And you've mentioned, no, Robert Lewandowski, no? Sometimes, especially now with the young talents, no, with Lamine, with Pedri, no, names like Lewandowski seems like they're fading away, but no, on the contrary, no. Lewandowski is ranked number 8 right now among the top goal scorers in football history, no, across all eras, no. So it's a world-class striker, and we're very happy to have him in Barcelona, no? And we've seen them as well with Mbappe, no? A top global star that wanted to come and play in La Liga.
uh, are there any plans or opportunity for La Liga clubs to take a pre-season tour in Indonesia?
I
Maybe
think
next season.
I think this is the question I get asked the most. Of course, no, there's appetite for media, for the fans to see one or two La Liga clubs coming to Indonesia, and we would love to see that as well. We know our clubs look close to Asia and to Indonesia, no, and last season, for example, we had Atletico de Madrid coming to Asia. They went to Hong Kong. So, of course, from La Liga side, we're always working with our clubs to see if there's opportunities to come to the region and to come to Indonesia. And of course, if we can have one of our clubs, I would be happy to announce it with all of you and all the fans. But As I said, no, our clubs are looking into Indonesia, and even if it's not with a pre-season tour, no, some of them are coming as well. We have Levante coming for a tournament, no, with one of their technical coaches in Bali a few months ago. Espanyol is a club that always usually has a strong relationship with Indonesia and comes here often last season to participate in Asiana Cup, or even Sevilla, no, a club that last this season they signed a young talent from Indonesian player, no, for their international team, no. So hopefully, we would love to see one of our clubs coming for a preseason tour, but as of now, I cannot announce anything, no.
Okay, how important is the Indonesian market for La Liga to expand the brand globally?
Yeah, it's one of our most strategic markets globally, not only in the region, not only in Asia, but globally, no? As I've said, no, we have a strong international strategy, and the importance of Indonesia now is reflected in the fact that we have a dedicated resources here, no, in Indonesia to target their market. We are one of the markets that have the most number of activations now throughout the years and events, from grassroots programs to fan events, or even the more industry events like La Liga Extra Time that we held a couple of months ago. No, so we're very happy to say that we have millions of Indonesian fans of La Liga here, and that so and some how they're quite. It's a fan base that it's similar to Spanish fans, right? I'm originally from Spain, so I feel very comfortable with football fans here. They show the love they have for La Liga, and they're very passionate in the way. No, they celebrate outside, they celebrate with family, with friends, with food. So it's quite similar on how we live football in Spain. So that's one of the other things that we bond over with our fans here.
How does La Liga adapt its content and activity to produce more relevant activation with cultures and character of Indonesia fans?
Yeah, as I said, it would sound that I'm repeating a little bit myself, but localization is essential for us, no? Having delegation on the ground and working with the local partners, this is what it's helping us to really, on the first part, understand the culture, no, and the preference of our fans in Indonesia, although they are similar to, no, and in a way to how we live football in Spain. Still, no, Indonesians, they have their particular way of living and enjoying football and La Liga. So it's essential for us to be here and adapting the content to this cultural landscape, the language, the visuals, and even the type of activations, no, so that they resonate more with our fans and audience here. And of course, on the digital strategy is one of the most powerful ones as well nowadays.
Okay, last question, Miss Almudena. What is La Liga's view on the rise of young talents like Jude Bellingham, Lamine Yamal, Kylian Mbappe, or Pedri, and how does it impact the league's appeal in the Asian market, especially in Indonesia?
I mean, the stars are central to the appeal of La Liga, no? Their talent, it's what is helping us make the league a global spectacle, no? And it's what is driving also a lot of fans towards our clubs and toward the competition itself, no? But what I always like to highlight, no, what is unique about La Liga is the combination of these global signings, no, superstar signings, and the top academy products, no. If there's something that we are very proud in La Liga, it's how our clubs work at the grassroots levels and developing their own local talent in-house, right? Of course, we're very happy to see, Bellingham, Mbappe, who's been wanting to come to La Liga for many years, but also, no, this local talent like Lamine Yamal, Pedri. No, of course, it's very well known La Masia, but other clubs work very well their grassroots talents as well. No, we've seen it in Espanyol, Villarreal. And in fact, no, the latest CF's report, no, on the usage of homegrown players in the first teams, no, they highlight, no, that La Liga's leading the top five European leagues, no, with the top seven clubs in the ranking coming from Spain, no, like of course, no, Athletic Bilbao, which has a very unique local and grassroots development strategy. Barcelona with La Masia, as I mentioned, Espanyol, Real Sociedad, Valencia, Real Madrid, and a club like Celta, no, in Galicia, no. Other clubs, no, like Osasuna as well, they make it to the top 10 of these lists, no, like this really shows the depth of the commitment of player development in La Liga. So we're very happy to have all the stars trying or wishing to come to play in La Liga, but we're very proud to say, no, that we also have the rising stars and the stars of the future, no, developed in our clubs as well.
Okay, thank you very much for your time and valuable insight, Miss Almudena. It has been a pleasure speaking with you. We wish La Liga continue success in Indonesia and beyond. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adia. Terima kasih banyak.
Okay, thank you, Miss Almudena.
Terima kasih
Goodbye.
banyak.
Sama-sama, terima kasih.